Michelle is a Queen's Code workshop leader. She teaches these classes, these workshops here in the city. Also, they're 2-day workshops, weekend workshops, and also evening workshops. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I guess without further ado, Michelle, the stage is all yours.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Oh, thank you. So I am so happy to be here, and thank you for having this beautiful event, Monica. So why I'm here is to share with you how you can understand men better and how to be able to communicate better with men. Anyone interested in that? Yes. So the way I explain Menglish and why you may want to learn Menglish is because I'm originally from Japan. And if I'm up here saying, oh, you guys should learn Japanese, why do I need to learn English? How much further can I get? So as an entrepreneur over here, and maybe some of you are working for someone else, maybe you're doing both, it's gonna take you much further with your business or in your personal life if you can actually speak their language. And it's not about manipulation, it's actually about creating a win-win situation by speaking their language. So how many of you have been frustrated by men or confused by men? Oh, is that it? Are you sure? Don't be shy. Yeah, and I have been there, right? Like I'll be doing a project and then all of a sudden at the last minute, 11th hour, I find out, wait, you mean you need this implemented? Or this information just came to me now? Like, why couldn't you tell me this earlier? Have you ever been there? Yeah, why don't I know this sooner? So when you can communicate better with men, you actually be able to get all the information that you need to be able to deliver whatever that they're looking for to fulfill your mission and actually give them exactly what they're looking for. So I started studying men in 2001. So it's been 17 years. And I studied with this woman, maybe some of you know, Alison Armstrong. How many of you know? Ah, good. So I studied directly under her, and she actually started studying men in 1991. So we have actually researched a lot with actual men, so we're not just coming up with it, and our approach is about partnership. So today, I only have a limited time, and I want to give you the very quick but very powerful tool for you to be able to go home with. And then I promised you at the end of my talk, I'll give you more way for you to continue learning more about Menglish. So what I ask you is to save your question, because women often have a lot of questions about men. And yes, and I love answering them. So just grab me if you have any question during the break or at the end of the program, and I'll be happy to tell you. But right now, I want to give you as much content as I can. Does that work for you, ladies? And men? Yes. Thank you. Okay, so how many of you, women, been in a situation where you asked men a question, and then you didn't get any? Yeah, right? So I will just give you a generic situation. So maybe you asked, where would you like to go for lunch? Right? You asked your colleague or your employee, and it's like, wait, how come I'm not getting an answer? Oh, let me rephrase the question. Maybe he didn't get it. You've probably done this before, yes? So you go, where should we go for lunch? And then waiting, still not getting the answer. So then what you do, or what us women do, and men can learn from what I'm saying, what us women do is, okay, I think maybe the open-ended question was too much for him. Let's ask a multiple choice question, right? And then we go, oh, Japanese, Mexican, or Italian? Everyone's been in that situation, yes? And then often the answer we get is like, whatever.
Yes.
Yes. Would you like to know what's going on the other side? Yes. So what's happening on the other side is men actually take our questions seriously. So it's not that they're slow. They actually take our questions seriously. So as women, we're quick, right? We just give them answer right away. But men, if we ask them question, just think of them. They're going down into a filing cabinet and then pulling out the exact folder that has the answer and then looking for the paper to give you the exact answer. So that's why it takes time. And the biggest complaint I hear from men is that women interrupt men all the time. They never get to finish. Yes? So the thing I want to teach you today, and then let me give you a little bit more of that too. So the way I want to teach you today is how can we not interrupt him so he can give you more information to you. So I want to show you the other side of what's happening for men. So when you ask, where would you like to go for lunch? Then he's thinking, oh, that's a good question. Well, she likes Persian, and I like Indian. And then, where should we go for lunch? Oh, that's a completely different question, but that's a really good question. Where should we go? Okay, we only have an hour. So maybe we should pick somewhere closer. What? Japanese? Italian? Mexican? Oh, okay, she always does this to me. Why does she even ask me a question and waste my time trying to come up with the answer when she already came up with the answer and she doesn't care about what I think? That's what's happening on the other side. So we're too quick to interrupt. So what I'm going to have you do today, to teach you today, is to actually spend 30 extra seconds listening, waiting, being curious for what he has to say. And this is just like generic lunch situation. But if you're talking about the project, right? If you don't interrupt them, if you're at a brief and he's your client and you want to find out more about what vision he has, what he wants you to create, doesn't it make sense that he tell you everything instead of you keep interrupting him and giving him the multiple choice that's not relevant to what's happening? Yes? So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you wait 30 seconds, smiling, being curious, and waiting for the answer. And I'm actually going to have you do this here. So just pair up. So find someone who's next to you. And because we don't have that much time, I can't take too much time. So just find someone who's next to you. And the person, okay, everyone have a partner? And if you have to do threesome, right, you can have a threesome, and then 2 people will be on this side. Okay, so just do 3 over there. So 2 people will be on this side. Okay, so this person, okay, so now this is a time not to talk, okay? So this is a time where I'm going to guide you to ask question, and then we'll wait for 30 seconds. So the person on this side will be, okay, this is a time not to talk. Thank you. That's another thing too. We often, as women, we need to speak and then fill the gap. But men doesn't have the same thing. So then we don't get to hear from him because we just keep talking. So, so I'm just going to ask you to follow my direction. So the person on this side, we're going to ask the question together. Okay? And I'm going to give you the question. And the person on this side, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. So you act like you're thinking, like, And then person on this side, you smile. And wait. Be curious. Don't do something else. Right? Like, what does he have to say? Okay? Are you guys ready for that? So person on this side, we're going to ask this question together. Where would you like to go for lunch? And nothing else. Smile. Don't say anything. Keep waiting for the answer. Be curious. Okay? And then person on this side, keep thinking, where? And then when I say 30 seconds, you're going to give them one word answer, okay? Just one word. Good job. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you to come back. Thank you. And I'm sorry, I normally take more time, but since I don't have that much time, I need to keep moving on. So that's the kind of thing that you can do with men. And this is just scratching a surface of how you can get more information from men and how you can be respectful for men. And I love seeing men nodding very big time. Thank you for that. So like I said, because I only had limited time today to share this with you, and I have a lot more to share with you, I've decided that I wanted to give you a free 2-hour workshop called Making Sense of Men, where you will learn how to inspire, not to manipulate, inspire men to spend time with you, take care of you, contribute to you, and make you happy. And then also you learn 8 most attractive qualities in women and the 6 ways that men respond to women. And so this applies to business and also romantic context. So what I have is this. Most of you, I had this in the morning on the chair. If you don't have them, maybe you can pass this to the back, and then whoever needs it can grab it. So you can fill this in. Please write your name in here and the email address. And then I have the 2-hour free workshop for you that you can check off on June 30th. And normally I charge for this class. I give a lot of content, but I wanted to make sure that all of you are left with a lot more information than what I just gave you. So there are other options that you can choose. If that date doesn't work for you, then feel free to put down, like, please have some other date. And all of you that's here, and also your friends, can come to the Making Sense of Men event, the couple-hour workshop, for free. So just email me if you have your friends who is interested, so that way you can continue learning more about men. So now, what I'm going to ask you is, who is going to practice 30 seconds rule? Anyone? Yes. So you may be thinking, oh God, that's too simple, but it's very powerful. This is how you can get your husband of 20 years to tell you things that you never heard of before, or your boss or your colleague that never told you all these things. And then now you find out all the things that your competitor doesn't know. So what you just have to do is smile and be curious and give them a space to give you all the information you need. So, okay, I want to see one more time. Who is going to use the 30 seconds rule in this networking event later today? Good, okay. Yeah, and there's a lot more to it, but if you're working with someone that you're used to interrupting, especially on a phone, then what you may have to say is, okay, I learned a new way, a better way to listen to you, so I'm just going to listen. And then most of them are like, oh, okay, cool. And then you get to learn so much more. Because most of my clients are always raving about me. My vendors, they go extra miles to give me what I need to make my job easier. And they even help me personally, will give me the kind of ticket to an event that I will never be able to afford, just because I'm such a great person to work with. And it's not just me. People who come to my workshop, there are people who's getting promotion after promotion after promotion. There's one woman who works in engineering field, and the reason she came to the workshop is she just felt like she was going nowhere in men's world. And after the workshop, every time I saw her, she was talking about the promotion. And I was like, is that the same one? No, it's the new one. So in a year and a half, she got 3 promotions, and now she's a partner in her firm. Who want that? Yeah. So please fill this in, and please make it legible. If you're not too sure about your handwriting, then attach your business card. So that way I can make sure to send you invitation. And then when you're done filling it out, then send it to the center and then to the back, so that way Tasha can collect it for me. Does that work? Yes. Great. So thank you for being an amazing audience and participating with me. Did you guys have fun? Yes. Good. So let me help you have an amazing relationship understanding men in business, life, and love. Thank you.